Finally, guys, the South African superstar, the biggest musician in South Africa, the biggest music celebrity in South Africa has come out. Look at what she did. Look at what South Africa's biggest musician is now doing. Is this not humbling? They don't humble her. Nigeria don't humble her. She has been humbled. Hello? She has been humbled. And it's a beautiful thing, you know. Please, I don't want you to misunderstand me in this video. Don't think I'm laughing at South Africans or I'm trying to mock them or no. I'm just like, wow. So finally, they could realize that Nigeria is the one that is opening the door for them. Even though many South Africans will still argue with this thing as I'm talking to you now. Even though their biggest celebrity, their biggest musician, their biggest star is coming out to say, thank you, Nigeria. I celebrate you. I agree. Thank you, Nigerian Afrobeat. Thank you, Nigerian musicians, for opening the door for African musicians, for opening the door for African artists, for opening the door for Africa to be recognized globally in the music world. Thank you. That's what Tyla is coming out to say. And a lot of South Africans will be offended with her. A lot of South Africans will feel like she's giving credit to Nigeria for nothing. A lot of South Africans will feel like this isn't correct. Nigerians did not open the door. That's how some of them will argue. And that's the problem we have. That's why we are even talking about this in the first place. Even though it's clear, it's evident, it's obvious that Nigerians have opened the door for Africa in not just music. Nigeria has opened the door for African movies. Nigeria opened the door for African Afrobeat entertainment in general. Nigeria opened the door for African comedy. Nigeria opened the door for African writers. You understand? Who was the first African to win a Nobel Prize in writing, in literature? So, see, Nigeria has been opening the door in so many ways, but it's always difficult for our brothers in Africa. It's always difficult for our African brethren to sit back and say, no, we need to appreciate what Nigerians are doing. We need to appreciate the fact that Nigeria is doing a lot for Africa to be recognized internationally, globally, to be recognized anywhere else you go. I keep telling people and I keep giving examples. You can ask your brothers and sisters who are in the diaspora. 10 years ago, any African immigrant in America, in Australia, in Ireland, in the UK, any African immigrant 10 years ago, they were not as proud as they are today of Africa because they had nothing to represent. They had nothing of Africa to be proud of. They were ever hiding their identity. They were timid. They were intimidated. But now Nigerians have made it. Africa is like a swag. You know, because as an African immigrant now, you are walking, you say, wow, that's Burna Boy music playing. That's Davido music playing. That's Afrobeat playing. That's from Africa. You see white kids dancing to it. You see Europeans dancing to it. You see everybody's enjoying it. You are proud. You say, yes, that's my brother singing. You don't even know Burna Boy. You go claim, say, oh, I know him. We grew up together. You will claim. You will gain glory. You will be recognized. You understand? That is opening the door for Africa. That's how Africa is getting recognized. Today, when I was in Dubai, an Indian would walk up to me and do Emanuela comedy, mimic Emanuela, and I will be proud. I don't know Emanuela, I've never seen Emanuela, but an Asian will come up to me and try to do Emanuela comedy for me, and like I'll be like, wow, I'll just vibe. That's how you will just feel some relief, you feel some recognition. That's what Africans feel today. They are proud of themselves, not just music, not just entertainment, even food, even Africa food. Nigeria don't carry and go the whole world. Nigeria has made Africa food. So Nigeria has literally make being Africa abroad a swag, something to brag about, something to be proud of. But our fellow African brothers, some of them will never want to agree to this. Some of them find it so difficult to go down and say thank you, Nigeria, to recognize what Nigeria has done for Africa. Some of them find it so hard to appreciate. So when Tyla comes out to make this kind of statement that Nigeria opened the door for African music, for Afrobeat music, for anything entertainment in Africa. Oh, I see many South Africans offended. We have had these same discussions with Ghanaians for a very long time. You see, Ghanaians only gave up on Afrobeat when they couldn't do anything anymore. Because when Afrobeat was still in Africa, when Davido, Burna Boy, Wizkid, when their biggest entertainment industry was still Africa level, going to Ghana to perform, going to South Africa, going to Cameroon, performing in Africa, Ghanaians, you would for you to convince them that Nigeria owns Afrobeat and that Nigeria is doing better than them, you go buy somebody before they go believe. Even if you buy somebody, they don't go still believe. Until you got to the point where Davido, Wizkid, Burna Boy, Drama, these guys took Afrobeat to the global stage. That's when Ghanaians gave up. I don't know why Africans have this mentality. I don't know why Africans have this mindset. And that's why I'm reiterating that I am very happy. This is not the first time that Tyla is making a move. When the Grammy nominations came out, she congratulated Thames, I think. She called her, she congratulated, went on Facebook, congratulated her on Facebook openly. You understand? So Tyla has some humility in her. Tyla is a very beautiful girl. She's nice, she's calm, and she respects Nigeria. She respects the best. She respects people who are doing better than her. You know, and that's why I'm talking about it. So for those of you who keep saying, oh, you talk really negative about South Africa and Ghana, you're making a very big mistake. Because when I see when South Africans appreciate the right thing that Nigerians are doing, I'm happy. I appreciate them too. I celebrate so that all of us can win together. Because at the end of the day, the goal is not for Nigeria to win alone. That's what I've been saying from day one. The goal is not for Nigeria to win alone. My desire is that as Nigeria is winning, Africa should be winning. Africa should not be fighting Nigeria because Nigeria is winning. Africa should rather be collaborating and working with Nigeria so that all of Africa can be winning. That is my only desire. That's what I keep telling Ghanaians, South Africans, and Cameroonians. Work with Nigerians, let the blacks in Africa win together. That is it. It is what it is. Come back anytime you're free, guys. There's always more. God bless you. Cheers.